right, good morning. Good morning. Welcome. I'm glad to see you all this morning. My name is Jeremy, and I'm the youth pastor here at Macedonia Christian Church, just in case you don't know. If you're a visitor this morning, we're glad you're here. Make sure you grab a bulletin, check out what we have going on, because you need to get plugged in here if you're visiting. We're glad you're here. And if you're looking for a church for 2019, look no further, because you found it, right? This is the place you want to be in 2019. So today we're going to wrap up 2018 with a Youth Sunday. You kind of already tell we got the youth involved a little bit this morning, so we're going to get them involved a little bit more. I've been the youth pastor here almost 6 years, and I love these Sundays where we get to show off what we do in Magnitude Student Ministry. I hope you all had a good 2018. Hope you guys did. Personally, my 2018 was pretty good. I know most of you know that me and Brittany had a baby this year. Murphy Kate, she's right over there. She's kind of cute. She's perfect. She'll never do anything wrong. Just kidding. But yeah, we're very blessed. So I know to some of you, I've always joked about, before I had a kid, that having a kid's probably like having a dog. Right? You feed it, give it water every now and then, bathe it, and that's pretty much all you got to do. Well, I've come to learn something this year. I was right. That's pretty much how no, I'm just kidding. That's far from right. I learned a lot with that. So I'm just kidding about that. Yesterday, Murphy Kate turned 3 months old. 3 months old. That's her 3-month-old picture right there. They grow up so fast. But we're very blessed, and I just want to say thank you to all of you, because you've all shown a lot of love towards Murphy Kate, and we really appreciate that. All right, so we're going to have 2 parts to this service today with one overall theme. Okay, 2 parts to the service, one overall theme, and the theme is getting connected. Okay, getting connected. First, we're going to talk about getting connected to the youth group. It's Youth Sunday, so we're going to talk about getting connected to these guys right here. And second, and most importantly, we're going to talk about getting connected to who? You want to guess? God. Good job. So today I'm going to have 3 ways that you can get connected to the youth group, and 3 ways that you can get connected to God. So let's get started with getting connected to the youth group. So number 1, you have to have a desire to get connected. If you don't have a desire, you will never be connected to anything. You have to have a desire to get connected. It's extremely important that the church be connected to its youth group. It's extremely important. Luckily, Macedonia Christian Church has always supported this youth group 110%, always. However, today I want to focus on a personal level of connection, a personal level. So today I want to inspire you to have the desire to get connected with these kids on a personal level. So there's a saying that I learned in the military. Maybe you guys have heard this before. I think I might have said it before. You don't know what you don't know. It's impossible to know what you don't know. So I'm willing to bet that a lot of you are not aware of all the things that we do in Magnitude Student Ministry. It's not that you don't want to know. It's just that you don't know. And you don't know because you don't know. So let's talk about some of the things that we do in Magnitude Student Ministry in the youth group. First off, our weekly meetings are Sunday school. Obviously, 10 to 11 before the service. Wednesday night youth is from 6 to 7. Sunday night youth is from 6 to 7. Wednesday night youth is from 7 to 8. And we have a Bible study at Berkeley High most Fridays, almost every Friday, most Fridays. Every year we go to Camp Edisto. And this year our church is represented at Camp Edisto every single week of camp. And not many churches can say that. But we were there every single week in some form. Every year we go to CIY, it's a youth conference in Tennessee. That's our big fundraiser for the year we do every year. This year we took 17 high schoolers. Raise your hand if you went this year. Yeah, most of them did. Recently we had a Thanksgiving dinner and a Christmas party at our house, and this past Christmas party got kind of funny. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Tomorrow night we're having a New Year's lock-in. It'll be from 8 p.m. to 7 a.m. And are you guys allowed to sleep? No. Destiny, you remember back in your day, back in the good old days, right? Do you ever go to sleep? No, we don't sleep at the lock-ins. We sleep all day on the 1st. And then recently we changed the ski trip, so now we get to sleep all day on the 1st and go on the ski trip on the 2nd. So that's fun too. We've also made a lot of local trips to places like Charleston and Myrtle Beach. We've held big events like the Turkey Bowl, and this year we had around 60 in attendance, so that's pretty good. Every semester we have a mission fund. This semester the youth, they have been giving money each Wednesday to support the Hannah House. So that's been pretty good. So we're going to take up one more offering tomorrow at the lock-in, and then we can give some money to our CWF so that they can support the Hannah House like they've been doing. Our goal this semester is $100, but I think we're going to go beyond that tomorrow, right? Right? Yeah, good. We're going to go beyond our goal tomorrow night at lock-in. Earlier this year, through our mission funds, we were able to give a donation of $500 to the Town of Moncks Corner to support the building of the Miracle League. That's something, they're fundraising for that now, so we were one of the first ones to jump on board for that. So we were able to do that back in January, so that was really good. Every semester, we also have a dream team. So I'm going to talk about the dream team for a second. If I call your name, you can stand up for a minute, okay? So if I call your name, you can stand up, wave to the crowd for a second, and I'll let you know when you can sit down, okay? So we have a dream team every semester, and these are kids that want to be leaders in the youth group. They want to be leaders, and so I give them the chance to do that. I do my best to teach them how to be a leader and to give them challenges and opportunities to be leaders in the youth group. So this year, the dream team was Mary Claire, Madison, Lindsay, Emily, and Jeffrey. So let's give a round of applause for these guys real quick. And the type of stuff I challenge them with, I make them do devotionals every day. I make them do devotionals in front of the youth group. They lead services. They help me plan and organize things. And I just make them do a lot of challenges every single week, and we meet when we can. You know, they're very busy. And you guys would probably say I put you through a lot this semester, right? More than I ever have. And they've rose to the occasion every time, and I just want to say thank you. I'm proud of you. Good job. You got some hands. All right, so we also have a strong social media presence. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and YouTube. Now, keeping up with all these platforms in itself is a full-time job, but we get it done. My dream team, they help me with that. We also have a text service, and I want you to really jump on board with this morning. Larry, I think you can say, do I send out a lot of text messages?
Oh, all the time.
All the time. But we got a lot of things to keep up with, right?
I can see everything too.
Yeah, he got new phones. You can see them now. So I send out a lot of reminders and announcements through text messages. And if you want to join, it's free, it's easy. If you want to stay up to date, all you have to do is text the message at Magnitude to the number 81010. If you look on the screen, you can see the number is 81010, and the message you send at Magnitude. And then every time I send a text, you get the text too, and you might be able to stay up to date and learn what we're doing. That'd be pretty cool. So there's a picture if you want to see how to do that. Another special thing we do with our social media is our YouTube channel. Now, I didn't realize this. I went and checked it yesterday. Next week will be 2 years since we've opened, or since we started our YouTube channel. And in 2 years, we've posted 102 videos. And if you're good at math, that's almost one video every week for 2 years. It's pretty good. We have videos of our trips, our services, turkey bowls, lock-ins, daily devotions, and much, much more on the channel. Even the service, subscribe if you're watching right now, even the service will be uploaded to our YouTube channel. So if you want to have a desire to get connected with the youth group, check out the YouTube channel, and that's a great place to start. Also, just a side note, because YouTube, they give analytics to your views. 73% of our viewers are not subscribed. So if you watch our videos, make sure to subscribe. All right, so that was number one, have a desire to get connected. And I gave you many ways and reasons to have that desire. So number two, stay connected through communication. Okay? Number two is stay connected through communication. A common theme in a lot of churches is there is a generational gap between the youth and the rest of the church. That's a common theme in a lot of churches. And I have an easy solution for that. It's easy. It's communication. So I want to encourage you, before a service starts, anytime you see these kids, come up to them, wrap your arm around them, ask them how they're doing, ask them what they're involved in, ask them if they need anything. Just talk to them. These kids, they need leadership, they need direction, they need role models, they need comfort, they need love, and they need friendship. And believe it or not, they want these things too. They don't just need them, they want them. Because they may not always be getting these things at school or at home, but as a church, we can easily provide these things to these kids. So again, number 2, stay connected with the youth group through communication. All right, number 3 is strengthen your connection by serving them. Strengthen your connection to them by serving them. A lot of people's first thought when it comes to service in the youth group is, what can the youth group do for the church? How can they serve the church? That's people's first thought. And we do that. They serve the church. They serve in our services. They help do tasks around the church. They've raked leaves. They've painted. They've even cut grass for people in this congregation. But we, as the church, we have to serve them too. Earlier I mentioned a lot of stuff that we do, and I want to encourage you to look at all of those things and pick something to get involved with. Serve these kids in some way. And through that service, you will be connected with them. We have a lock-in tomorrow night, so if anybody wants to jump in right away and help with the lock-in, just let me know. It's all night long. And you know, and Joe Harnage, he's a great example of serving these kids. This past semester, he served the youth group in many ways. One, he coaches tennis at Berkeley High School, and we have several tennis players in our youth group. 2, he subbed for Brittany during her maternity leave, and we have several. Madison shaking her feeling. Yeah, we have several. Brittany teaches several of the kids in the youth group, and 3, he coached the girls' turkey bowl team this year, and they won. The girls' turkey bowl team, they won this year. And I believe that these kids will always remember everything that he helped in. You know, Jesus Christ came into the world to serve people, not to be served. Jesus always served those around him to, 1, show his love for them, and 2, to set an example for them. I know these kids are spoiled. You know, kids these days they're just spoiled, right? Well, you know, kids in my day, they were spoiled too, because I was one of them. We don't serve them to spoil them. That's not why we do that. We serve them to show our love for them and to set an example for them. That's why we serve them. All right, so up until this point, I've talked a lot about how to get connected to the youth group, but now I want to show you, okay? So I took some of the videos from this year from our YouTube channel, and I combined them into one video. And so I want you guys to sit back, relax for a minute, watch the video, and you can kind of get a glimpse into some things that we've done this year and kind of the videos that we put out. So you guys sit back, relax, enjoy this video. It's funny because every time they see themselves on the TV, they're like, ew, every time. Every single one. But that's some of the videos that we had this year, and as you can see, we had a pretty good year this year. It was a lot of fun. So I pray that we have a good year in 2019, but if we truly want to have a good 2019, we have to get connected to God. So I had 3 ways to get connected to God in 2019. So can anyone guess what the first way is? You have to have a desire. Yeah, there you go. You have to have a desire to get connected. Like I said before, if you have no desire, you will not be connected to anything. You have to have the desire to get connected. So I have a question. What do a screaming baby, a thirsty deer, and an Olympic sprinter have in common? They all provide active, vivid pictures of the desire that fuels our spiritual growth. So I have a verse for you. 1 Peter 2:2.
Like newborn babies, craves pure spiritual milk, so that by it you may grow up in your salvation.
Psalm 42:1 and 2.
As the deer pants for streams of water, so my soul pants for you, my God. My soul thirsts for God, for the living God. When can I go and meet with God?
Good job. 1 Corinthians 9:24.
you not know that in a race all the runners run, but only one gets the prize? Run in such a way as to get the prize.
Good job. So, if desire is the fuel for spiritual growth, then we need a plan for increasing it. The Bible points us to a number of spiritual practices that can help. So, one is repent, the act of facing and confessing our sin. That's the first step towards increasing our thirst and desire for God. So, Matthew 4:17.
Matthew 4:17. From the time of Jesus began to preach, repent, for the kingdom of heaven has come near. Yep.
Good job. All right, so we also must stand in community. Left to ourselves, our desire for God will suffer. Other desires will come in and choke out God's word. Mark 4:19. Let's know what Kelly coming up. Hold on.
But the worries of this life, the deceitfulness of wealth, and the desires for other things come in and choke the world, making it unfruitful.
Good job. So in Christian community, we create a safe place to share our struggles, and we intentionally spur one another on towards love and good deeds. Hebrews 10:24 and 25.
And let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds, not giving us meeting together, as some are in habit of doing, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching.
All right, good job. So that's number one. Can anybody guess what number two is? Stay connected through communication. Stay connected through communication. We all know the best way to communicate with God is what? Prayer. We all know that. But I think sometimes we underestimate the power of prayer.